All right, hey everybody, welcome to season 2, episode 1.
New season.
Technically episode 7 of our show, but all that good stuff. Anyways, I'm Rob.
I'm Adam. And Andi
She is having a hard time right now.
She's here in embody but not in spirit.
That's right. That's right. The flesh, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak right now. All you have to do is say your name. Just say your name into the microphone, and then we'll handle the rest. Can you do that?
She's got it.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
She gets
and
ready.
I'm Andi.
She's like a little kid.
I know. And this is
Everybody
in the conference room.
Don't try to fake it. You can't do it. Okay. She's Louise. Oh my gosh.
She's had a long day.
Yeah, she's had a very long day.
Oh, I have.
Hey, so welcome to the show, everybody. As always, thank you so much for listening and supporting the show. Make sure you subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. And if you can leave us a review, that would be very helpful. And if it's a 5-star, oh man.
Yeah. Let me just say this. I
Say
listen
it.
to a lot of podcasts, and a lot of times I'm like, I can't support them on Patreon. Hey, that's fine. And your phone fell over. That's fine. But then I just think, I'll just give them a 5-star review because that's something I can do.
Exactly.
It takes like 10 seconds to do.
It is so nice. So if you can do that, that makes such a huge difference. And if you leave us a 5-star, we'll read it live on the air. Like this one from, I believe this is a reference to That Thing You Do. Did you ever see the movie That Thing You Do? With Tom
No.
Hanks? Oh my gosh, I miss you.
I don't think I've seen it either.
Oh, you two are
I know the song, the
you know what? This
you-
podcast
is that
is
it?
over. This is done. I'm out of here.
Oh, wait. Oh, is it the Oneaters?
Exactly, yeah.
There you go. Okay, I've
Yeah,
seen
so
it.
their
she
name...
knows.
Yeah, so the name of the person who left this review is Oneaters00. And the title is Love This Podcast. And the review goes a little something like this. Pam, Pam, Pam. A well-done podcast that will make you laugh and relive those office moments.
Yay, that's so
our
sweet.
hope, yeah.
You...
So keep going.
that thing you do. Right? That's the movie. Breaking my heart in two.
Even you don't believe
Okay, I don't
you.
know the rest.
That's awesome. So,
I'm just going to be honest. Don't know it.
thanks to Oneaters out there. And
Woo.
thanks for leaving us a 5-star. And yeah, make sure you tell a friend about the show. That is always helpful. And make sure you check us out on Patreon at patreon.com/anofficepod. Speaking of Patreon, big week, people. Okay, 2 new patrons signing on. Number one, we want to say thank you and welcome to, and I got it right. I reached out to her on Instagram and got it
How
clarified.
sweet.
It is House Mouse.
Got
House
it.
Mouse.
House
What
Mouse.
up, girl?
I don't know what that was, but I'll roll with it. Woo, woo.
Yeah.
Oh my
Got her.
Y'all are ridiculous. Thanks to House Mouse for signing on as a new $3 patron. So she's getting access to all that good bonus content, including the after party at Poor Richard's, which
Today was good.
That was
That's
a good
why I'm
one.
all giggly. I got to tell you.
if you're not signed on for the after party at Poor Richard's, make sure you do that one because you're going to get access to, we talk a little bit about Christian Mingle.
And Adam.
And Adam Jones and Christian Mingle. We talk a little bit about Queer Eye and just how much heart it has. It's so great.
A lot of
That
heart.
Fab Five.
And if you sign on at least as a $3 patron, you're also going to get access to a video of Adam Jones being peer pressured into doing a cartwheel on the roof of our office building. So just be looking for that. It was
It's
great.
better than Creed's cartwe'll.
It was.
Oh,
gonna- you know, I
haven't
we'll let
seen it
them
yet.
decide.
I'm
We'll
gonna
let
let
them decide.
I'm going to let you watch the video and decide for yourselves. And also signing on as a $20 patron,
Whoa.
which makes them one of the assistants to the regional manager.
No.
Whoa.
Big shout out to
Promotion.
the sponsor of this episode, by the way,
Nice.
Miss Saf Pillmore. Thank you so much. You
Thanks,
are
Saf.
amazing. And,
Love you, girl.
Yeah.
Now official sponsor of everybody in the conference room. There you
Wow. It's like we're
Ow, ow.
official.
go. It is quite official.
It is pretty cool.
So like I said, make sure you check us out, patreon.com/anofficepod, and you'll get to see Adam Jones do that good cartwheel. Anyways,
And
yeah.
he's very tall, folks.
Tall
He's
and
very
flexible, not
tall.
nimble. In fact, Nick said afterwards, I'm not agile. Which is accurate.
he said that
This
to your
is something
face.
you want to see.
Yeah, I'm not agile.
Awesome. Well, hey, tonight we are going to jump into season 2, episode 1, the Dundies, which is very, very cool. We're also going to take a trip over to the DunderMifflin subreddit and check out some good content there. No prank from Jim in this episode. He plays it straight this time. But we will take a look at the leaderboard and check those standings. Before we do, though, the serial prankster has struck yet again.
They do it.
And this time they hit Adam and Andi.
Yes, it's actually my absolute favorite. I laughed.
That was a good one.
It
I didn't
was
get it
pretty
at
good.
first. I didn't get it at first.
Oh,
Yours.
truly? It took
No.
me a second, too. I looked at it and I'm like,
Like, why is
what
Ken
is this?
in a box?
But once I got it,
I was like,
it's
oh.
pretty.
So you can check it out.
good.
We'll post it on our Instagram. Adam Jones, you walk in, and on your desk, what do you find?
It's a jug of water in one of those glass, like, trendy, like, things.
Like sexy water dispensers?
Yeah, sexy water dispenser.
There you go.
It says Dwight's water cooler, which is funny because that would be Dwight's water cooler on the farm. It's very like old school.
It has a farmhouse look to it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I got that on my desk.
And then Andi walks in, and sitting on her desk,
It's a Dwight in the box.
it's a banana. Oh, she pulled it off. Nice.
Our favorite prank.
There you go. It's like an Amazon box, but then like ripping out of it is a doll.
It's like a G.I. Joe.
I think it's
looking-
Ken.
It might be a Ken doll. It might be a G.I. Joe.
I know my dolls pretty well. I just
But
want
like
to put that out
this
there.
person, whoever
Yeah.
they are, they like put them in Dwight clothing,
They made
tried to do Dwight hair,
Yeah,
And
glasses.
glasses.
built them Dwight glasses.
Built them?
Yeah,
If
it's
you-
like wire.
Do you
Yeah,
have it?
No, it's at work.
It's still on the
okay.
desk.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
okay.
still.
So whoever this person is, they are a fan of this show,
They're
They-
a crafty person.
and they know what they're
As
doing.
Adam would say, are lazy. Do you
I
remember when you
remember
guessed
when I
that
said
they were
that they were
lazy?
I meant to say that didn't come
so
out
much
right.
detail.
I meant to say they got the time to really think these things through.
Yes.
Because I'd be like, oh, that's a good idea, and then be like, oh, I'm not gonna.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
They have a lot of follow through, a lot of wherewithal.
Yeah, so the
Yeah.
opposite.
A lot of gumption.
of lazy.
Exactly. So the pranks continue. We'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
super fun.
Whoever it is, you're awesome. Keep it up.
We love you. Okay, I have a theory. Should I throw it out there?
A theory.
I have a
about-
guess at who it is. I know Adam thinks it's us. Keep thinking
No,
that.
tell me
That's
who your
rad.
guess is.
I wonder. If it is true, I don't want to guess it. I
What?
wonder if it is our community. Like if it's not one couple,
Oh, but different ones.
yeah, like multiple
Oh, I should have
people.
compared handwriting this time. Oh.
So I wonder if it's our group of friends
Mm.
who they all got together and they're like, "Hey, we should do this," and then somebody's like, "Oh, I'm going to do this,"
Maybe.
and then like the next day or the next week, it's another couple.
Could be. I still need to eat ice cream sandwiches
We'll
in
find
the
out.
freezer.
Yeah, those are still
And
sitting
then
in
that was
there.
like the lazy couple. They're like, "I'll just buy ice
The
cream."
lazy couple.
Those ice cream
sandwiches
sandwiches are
and stick it
still in
in
the
there.
freezer at work, and they're tempting me every single.
We ate some. But
All right. So how about we jump into this episode? What do you say?
I say yes.
All right, here we go. In this episode we order some appetizers.
Sounds delicious.
We're gonna have 2 men's rooms.
Sounds scary.
Pam and Jim have their first kiss,
Sounds adorable.
and Pam is banned from all Chili's restaurants.
Dun dun dun.
Go Pam.
This is season 2, episode 1, The Dundies. All right, so this is season 2, episode 1, The Dundies. Great episode. Love it so much.
Sure.
Now, one of the things that's interesting is, this is not really in the episode, but as I'm watching on Netflix, we watch with the subtitles on often, and when the theme song comes in parentheses, it says piano rock.
Oh, it does. I never
Not
noticed.
the most accurate description.
I mean,
But-
yeah, it's not.
But dun 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 dun.
That's Sports Center.
Nope.
Still,
Yep.
still Sports Center.
Still not doing it right. So the episode opens with Michael in his office, and he's so excited. He's talking about the Dundies. He is describing why they're so important, and he's looking around the office, and he's saying, this is a way for them to feel recognized, to feel valued. He's like, look at Kevin. Like, who's going to give Kevin an award? Dunkin' Donuts?
And you think, how mean? And then you wonder, but really?
You're like, no, he's got a point.
Yeah.
I get it. It's mean, but
I mean,
get
we
it.
don't say it, but
And then he goes on to tell this, anecdote about like, they're going to go home and they're going to see their neighbor and be like, hey, did you get an award? And the neighbor's going to be like, no, I didn't. And then there's going to be a weird smell a few days later, and the neighbor hung himself because he didn't get a Dundie.
No.
That's how important it is.
He's saving lives here, people.
That's right.
He doesn't want his coworkers to die.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
True hero.
Now, Jim and Pam, in the next scene, they're kind of talking about the Dundies, and Jim is, asking her if she's ready. And Pam does this little interview where she expresses, I guess you could say, her love for the Dundies. So let's check out this clip.
Let's check it.
For the Dundies.
You know what they say about a car wreck where it's so awful you can't look away? The Dundies are like a car wreck that you want to look away, but you have to stare at it because your boss is making you.
True.
It's a good
Straight from
description.
Pam Beasley.
There's other people that describe this as well, and it's, everybody's got kind of an interesting opinion
Similar
of it.
take.
Man, a car wreck that your boss is making you watch. Good old Pam. So then Michael comes over, and we get a nickname for Jim.
Fat helper.
Fat helper.
Oh, that's much better. Hey, while we're talking about Michael and Jim, here's the thing: they look in season 2 so much better. Michael.
Oh,
Michael
absolutely,
looks better.
both of
Jim
them.
Jim looks better too.
Dwight,
Michael.
too.
They all look better.
Everybody got a little bit of a
Tried a
makeover to get
little.
ready for season 2.
They're like, hey, let's
Pam
all
looks
look
the
a little
same,
bit better.
but maybe she's just always cute. I don't know. She looks the same to me.
Yeah.
No, she's there's something with Pam.
Really? Where?
Yeah, I don't
In
know.
her
Why am I
shoes?
talking so high? I don't know.
Are you trying to imitate Mouse Andy?
This is my Andy impression. Anyway,
I know. I learned today, folks, that I have a raspy high voice. Who knew?
you said that, not us.
We didn't say anything.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. Hey, fat help
Yeah,
it.
so I'm going to be trying different voices.
Can you do a fat helper voice?
Fat
Andy?
Jim help it.
Hey, my name is Fat Helper.
That was
Hooty hooty hoo.
Has she ever watched that show?
no.
I
Have
don't
you
know, I
ever
don't know
watched
at all
Fat
what
Albert?
Fat.
I think I've seen one episode of it.
Okay,
I
that's back
didn't
when
even know it was a thing.
That's
if
back
I'm
when-
honest, until
But I mean,
this moment.
yeah, it was long ago.
that was back when Bill Cosby was a national treasure.
Oh boy, now we're opening a whole can of worms.
It's not the case anymore. And it was okay to call somebody fat.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Fat Jim help it. So then Michael wants to take us on a tour of former Dundie winners, and we find out that basically everybody has trashed their Dundies except for Dwight.
I mean, I don't blame.
Yeah,
them.
what would you guys do with the Dundie?
Hey,
Okay, wait.
we had a trophy for fantasy football, and we do have that in the office.
Oh, I saw that.
Okay, and I will say,
What would you do with the Dundie?
I would display it proudly above my bed like Dwight.
This guy gets it.
Yikes. I share a bed with this guy, so that'd get awkward.
I have an inside scoop that at our Christmas party this year we're doing Dundies.
Oh,
like with
baby.
real trophies. So,
Ooh.
So here's
put that to the test.
Yeah, here's the deal.
Okay.
At our Christmas party this last year, our current boss
Oh,
handed out
true.
kind of Dundie-esque,
Dundie-esque.
certificates, and I display mine proudly above my desk.
You
I still have
really
mine.
do.
I have mine. Oh, I don't have it at my desk. I have it at home.
I love it.
I'm not gonna answer
He's not
that
gonna go
question.
home. He's not gonna go home and hang himself. So that's good.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm not. That will not happen. So
Wait, what was your award?
What can't he do?
what can't? Because Adam Jones is a Renaissance man.
Yeah,
A What
McDonald's.
does that mean?
A
You're just-
beekeeper.
oh.
No, that wasn't you.
No, that was me.
What?
A beekeeper?
Oh, you were a beekeeper?
Yes, I was.
Whoa.
Let's talk about that on Patreon next week.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good. Wait, what was yours? Sorry.
I was the Yeah Baby award.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
baby.
yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. Because I'm just so. He said I'm so positive and just always.
And what was Andy?
Friends
Shody?
forever.
Friends.
Or Shorty.
Oh, I thought it was Shody.
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 No, I was
Like a
friends because
melody in
I'm
my
friendly.
head. Remember that song? No. Okay. Fine.
Okay, that's good. So when Dwight shares that he puts his Dundies above his bed, Michael says that that's TMI. And then we find out that Michael basically adopted TMI because he used to say, don't go there, but now that's
Yeah.
lame.
That's lame. I
Of
agree.
course.
Because TMI is so much better. We find out that Stanley dissed and destroyed his Dundies, but he's mainly concerned about this year at the Dundies. Make sure we order some more appetizers.
The important things in life.
Will do,
right.
Stanley.
And Michael says that when he was there last time, he was interested in having some of the skillet of cheese, but then somebody ate it, and he looks at Kevin. My question is, what the heck is a skillet of cheese?
Yeah, I was trying to picture that too,
know.
and I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I have no idea. Maybe just like a cheese plate?
Like a cheese
What?
dip?
Yeah, maybe.
Cheese dip. Somebody get on Chili's.com and see if they have a skillet of cheese. Next time we go to Chili's, let's order a skillet of cheese and see what
I
they
don't
bring us.
even know. Do they have a Chili's
Let's
around
just
here?
record an episode at Chili's. That
Oh,
would be fun.
Oh,
Baby.
so they do have a Chili's around here.
Yes.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I've been to it.
Oh,
I don't mean to brag.
he's kind of a big deal.
I've been there.
He's been to Chili's,
I've been to
everybody.
Chili's. He's not banned. He's not banned like Pam.
Yeah.
So then we cut to the ladies. We have I think it's Meredith. No, sorry, Phyllis, Pam, and Kelly, and they're laughing about something. Dwight comes over, and we find out that there's some graffiti in the ladies' room.
Bro.
That
We've had graffiti.
We
at
do
our
that.
Place.
Oh, yeah.
People coming in and out of it. And people.
we did
writing
have some
stuff.
graffiti in the men's room at our. What did it say? Wasn't it just somebody's name?
I don't remember.
Some rando's name? I don't know. It was something like that.
Something,
But Dwight finds out that there's graffiti in there, and he loses his mind, and he's on a witch hunt to find out.
Oh,
What
he
did
wants
it
to
say?
find
Did they
it.
ever say?
It was about Michael. We don't know. It's something personal.
I just
Ooh,
want to let our
wanna know.
listeners know. I opened up the Chili's app on my phone, which I have installed. And my guess would be looking at their appetizers. It's like it's probably a nacho like skillet.
Oh, like a queso thing?
Yeah.
Nacho skillet? Oh, that sounds so
like
good.
classic nachos.
Oh,
with
I want to go to
chicken.
Chili's now.
Yeah, I know. It's just that's what I think it is.
Okay.
Okay.
This episode is brought to you by Saf Pillmore and Chili's. Anyways, so then we cut to Michael, and he's in his office, and he's on a conference call with Jan, and he's inviting her to the Dundies. He's really hoping that she'll show up because it'll be a show of unity and support for the Dundies from corporate. And then he finds out corporate does not support the
In
Dundies.
true Jan fashion, we don't support this, Michael.
We will not
She's
be
very
paying
sure
for it.
with them.
Yes.
Her fuse ran out
Yeah.
with Michael a long time ago.
But what's interesting is we get to hear some of the previous parties that Michael threw. He threw the 050505 party,
Sounds like a fun event to me.
which only comes around every billion years,
Years.
according to Michael.
But then I think and I thought through this and I was like, you know what? He's now committed because there will be the 0606,
Oh, yeah.
the 0707. You'd go all the way up. So
Yes.
I mean, yeah,
Only for about, 10 years?
Yeah.
until 12. 12. That'd be the last one. See,
Yep.
Quick on my.
Quick on your
Quick
feet.
on your,
Quick on your mind.
I'm
Quick on your head.
I'm quick-witted. Is what I'm trying to say.
It's a quick one, everybody.
Oh, my gosh. And then we also find out that he threw a hurricane relief fundraiser. Not fund.
Nope.
Because it actually lost a lot of money, according
Right,
to
of
Jan.
course. But people
But
need
I
their
get
fun.
it. You know, you're depressed by hearing depressing things in the news.
Yeah.
So you got to have something.
Let's have a
A
fun.
lot of people were
Razor.
affected by the footage.
A razor of fun.
We need to raise some funds.
That's right.
So then Pam is going through the footage. Michael has asked her to kind of go through the footage and pull out highlights from the previous Dundies. And we see a clip where Pam is winning the longest engagement award. And Roy comes up to accept it. And when Michael asks him to make a speech, he basically says, "See you next year." Oh, my gosh.
Oh, man.
Is that...
Roy
He
does
truly,
it
he just
again.
gets worse and worse every episode. You hate him a little more.
Yeah.
Dang it, Roy. So then when Jim, we kind of get a clip that Jim overhears that.
Right.
And he goes in and basically kind of goes to bat for Pam to Michael and is like, "Hey, I don't think you should make that same joke. It's lazy." Which Michael does not take too kindly to.
You have to appeal to Michael's ego in order to get him to change it. So
I
I think
guess
I think he
so.
did the right thing.
Dang. So then, so Dwight is now deciding that he's going to confront the office, which I think he starts out by saying, "I just want to say the ladies in this office are horrible."
Yeah, because what he says is the ladies in this office are horrible, especially those that wrote. And I'm like, so he's a broad umbrella statement.
Like,
All the ladies
listen,
are
ladies, this
horrible.
is how we feel about you. Also,
Oh my gosh.
there's a sector that
More
is worse.
specifically, you guys are the worst.
Yeah, so he basically says that if they don't act like ladies, there will be no ladies' room. We're going to have
course.
2 men's rooms.
Dwight is a man of order.
Yes, and justice, vigilance. Yes, he wants to see justice done. Michael comes out because he's got a bone to pick, but he loses his cool with Dwight. And is that the first time that we've seen Michael like kind of lose it a little
Yeah,
bit?
I think when I watched that, I was like, I think this is the first time.
Maybe. Yeah, I can't think of anything before this.
He just was basically dismissing dismissing what Dwight is saying. He's like, don't even pay attention to it.
Right.
So but the real reason he came out, and we have a clip of this, but the real reason that Michael comes out is he wants to address the troops because he's been hearing some rumors about how they feel about the Dundies and how they're going to go this year. And he wants to address those rumors. So check this out.
Okay. Look, I know there have been a lot of rumors flying around about the Dundies this year, how there is no money and how there is no food and how the jokes are really bad. But what the hell, everybody? I mean, God, the Dundies are about the best in every one of us. Can't you
Look
see
at
that?
Dwight's
I
support
mean,
in his face. It's just like, yeah,
Okay.
guys.
we can do better. So tonight, for the first time, we are inviting all of your friends and family to attend the awards with us. Yes. Yeah, not bad, right? So let's make this the best Dundies ever.
It's going to be the best Dundies ever.
He does a good job.
Here
He's covering up
first,
for other
folks.
things, but
Yeah.
he does inspire the troops, which is what Michael wants.
No, don't worry about the fact that corporate's not supporting it. They're not going to pay for it, but let's bring the whole family.
Hey, bring the whole family. Let's make sure you pay for more.
It's going to be the best Dundies ever. So the next scene is, boom, we're at Chili's. The party is going down. Dwight is the DJ. Michael comes out to
Rap?
yeah, down. I mean, it's OPP with Naughty by Nature,
You know
but
me.
instead it's
Dang it, I'm not.
What is
I'm not as
what does
cultured as you.
OPP stand for?
OPP. Okay. Keep in mind that I am a 35-year-old white man who has never listened to a Naughty by Nature song in my entire life.
Oh.
But I've heard a rumor that OPP stands for other people's parts.
Oh, okay.
Is it a sexual
Ugh.
like I'm down with? Hang on, this could be
Down
this
to
could be
OPP, yeah, you know me. Yeah, I guess.
this could
Oh,
be
wow.
the
Yeah.
biggest mistake in the history of this
No,
podcast.
don't Google it.
But I'm gonna Google what does OPP stand for.
Go see. We're
So-
not afraid.
Let's see what happens. OPP, Naughty by Nature. OPP. What does the abbreviation OPP stand for? Ontario Provincial Police, Office of Polar Programs, Office of Pesticide. That is, okay, what does OPP mean in a rap song? Other people's... Oh, a word that I'm not going to say.
Oh, okay, we'll just say parts. Other people's parts.
Specifically, a woman's parts.
Okay. We get it.
Oh, okay.
Adam now gets it.
No,
We got it.
I got
Adam
it now.
just got it.
I got it.
So I love this because Google says OPP is an acronym that refers to sexual infidelity.
Very proper.
Yeah, you know me.
So there you go. You down with OPP?
Oh, that's great.
Moving right along.
Yeah. So
Andy's in a very singing mood tonight.
she is
Yeah. I didn't know.
awesome. So he attempts to rap to OPP, and he's needing cue cards that Ryan the Temp is running, and he's doing a terrible job.
Yep. Card.
And Michael's singing to a song with the lyrics. He didn't get the karaoke version.
Yeah, he couldn't even
Right.
spring for like the karaoke track.
Yeah,
Like,
he's singing over the lyrics.
like I'm gonna right now OPP naughty. If I could type Naughty by Nature karaoke. How much could it possibly cost to get a karaoke?
$3.
I mean, this was in 2005, though.
I could download it off
yeah, that's
YouTube
right.
for free. For free. Custom backing track. This is great radio. You're loving this right now. Just in case you ever need to buy OPP by Naughty by Nature. $2.99. You could get a $2.99 audio track of...
See, I said $3. Did I not say $3?
Oh, Michael, what are you doing? He's on a budget. Shoestring budget. So we see Kevin ordering a drink, and he says just to put it on the group tab. And this is where the bomb drops, where Michael basically says, hey, there is no group tab. We're doing separate checks. So everybody's paying for themselves. Hey,
Not good news.
You said we could invite our family. And Michael's like, yeah, Stanley, I wish you would have. And proceeds to act like the woman sitting across from Stanley is not his wife.
Yeah, it's a little
because
weird.
she was beautiful
What are you trying to say?
and white.
Oh, okay, there you go.
And Michael is Michael.
So then Michael makes an awesome joke about dating a girl in HR and having to fill out six hours worth of paperwork.
Dwight doesn't pick up. That this is a
And
joke.
Dwight just sucks all the air out of the room with what kind What kind of paperwork was it? An AIDS test?
Yeah.
Thanks, Dwight. You're so awesome. At this point, Daryl and Pam and Roy decide they're going to go to Poor Richard's, which, look, I can't blame them. Poor Richard's is where the party is at,
it's
right?
mean. Come
Whoa.
on.
No. Poor Richard's is where the party's at.
It's
where
where
we
our
go.
party is at. But when the Dundies are on, then we go to
Stay
Chili.
with the
That's
Dundies.
right.
Sorry.
That's right. So they decide
We
to
get
walk
that cheese
out,
skillet.
and we get that good cheese skillet. And Ryan the temp is like asking Jim, like, "Are you going to stay?" Like Ryan is almost going to get up and leave as well, and Jim's like, "Yeah, you got to eat somewhere. I'm going to stay."
Might as well eat dinner.
Good on Jim.
Yep.
Good on Jim.
Jim's a
dude.
cool guy.
So now we get into the actual awards. So Michael announces that the busiest Beaver award is going to go to Phyllis.
Yeah.
And when she gets the award and takes a look at the nameplate, it says a little something different, doesn't it?
Bushiest.
Bushiest beaver.
I really want that, though. That sounds really
I think
cool.
we need to choose somebody. Oh, I was going to say in our office, but nope.
No.
Not in our office, but we need to choose somebody to give that award to sometime.
Some rando on the street. Hey, we got you this Bushiest Beaver award.
Bushiest beaver.
Like, how did you know? Oh my gosh. So then it cuts to Roy and Pam out in the parking lot, and they're having a little bit of a tiff. And Roy,
It's
like,
about time she puts her foot down with that one.
but Roy like grabs her.
Yeah, I noticed
Her
that.
arm, yeah.
Just one more time that Roy is just looking like a
Ruh-roh.
True winner.
oh my gosh. But Pam is like she's gonna go back in. You know, you never asked me. Basically, you would have known that I didn't want to leave if you'd actually asked me.
Yeah.
She comes back in, and she comes back in perfect timing to be able to see Michael doing Ping. This is our introduction to Ping.
Can you do your best Ping impersonation?
No, I can't because I want people to continue to listen to this show.
And you want to have some kind of social media digital life in the
Yes,
future?
exactly. Oh my gosh. Do you think that there's so many things about the show that, like, when we look at it now, in the current climate we're in, it probably wouldn't fly?
Oh my gosh, no.
Oh, for sure.
No. There's
Ping.
a lot
Yeah.
of things like that.
Ping is probably one of them.
But it's funny.
Yes, it was very good. So then, so it cuts to Pam drinking what I could only describe as a Thor-sized beer. It is a huge
Beer.
beer stein that she is just
Downing.
doing business with.
Who needs Poor Richards?
Chili's.
That's blasphemy.
Yeah.
Watch it. Be careful. So we move on to our next award, which is Hottest in the Office, and that goes to, of course,
Of course.
Ryan,
The tightest
temp.
hiney.
And no, that's later. That's that's coming next. And then as Ryan accepts the award, he gets a nice little spank on the tush from Michael Scott. Do you think this is a conversation with Toby on Monday morning?
No, you know. I mean, we're coworkers. You know, we hit each other on the butt all the
What
time.
happens in Chili's stays in Chili's.
There you go.
Sure.
There you go. Although Adam Jones just mentioned that we slap each other on the butt all the time in the office.
You know.
Well,
I'll be
I
waiting
guess
for that
he
on
does.
Tuesday morning. So-
I'm always going to walk where I'm facing Adam. I'm never going to
turn
turn my
around.
back to him.
Never showing me the backside. So then we get to our next award, which is the tight. I don't know if we would lose our clean rating, so I'm going to say the tight ace. The tight ace award.
Tight ace.
Do you think if we say that for real?
The tight took us.
Tight hiney.
The
Yeah.
arse.
The tight butt.
Tight ace Rooney.
There you go. And that one goes to Angela. And Michael makes it clear that yes, it's because she's a pain, but it's also because she has a great caboose.
Yes.
I'm sure both are true.
Once again,
Angela
is this a
hates that.
conversation with Toby on Monday morning?
And Toby's not gonna. Yeah, he's just like turning a blind eye.
He's like, I agree.
Oh my gosh. So as we continue, it's obvious that Pam is getting sauced.
Oh yeah.
She looks like she's finishing what, like a second margarita, maybe?
Yeah, margaritas
Probably.
do
Can
that
we all
pretty
agree
well.
that drunk Pam is awesome?
She's
Pam?
great? I love drunk
She
Pam.
is hilarious.
She is having a great time and making horrible decisions. Good
Yep.
job, Pam. And this is where we get. This is where we find out about second drink. You let the ice melt. And then
I
you
get it.
You get second
Oh.
drink.
I get it.
Are you down with second drink?
I understand it. I put ice in some of my drinks,
Are you down with?
but then my wife has plastic ice cubes because she hates it when ice melts in her drinks.
No way. She's one of those.
She's one of those.
Wait, are they like multicolored too, like blue and pink and
They're
green?
probably like have some weird chemical in them
Why?
from China, like where they were made. Like,
she just doesn't like watery
She just
drinks.
doesn't like. I kind of like it because it kind of changes your drink as you go.
Yeah.
As weird as that is. No, she hates.
I get
real
my
icy.
iced coffee extra ice because I like that.
'Cause she
Second
likes-
drink.
Okay, but that's different. I'm talking about cocktails. You know.
Oh, she uses them specifically for
For-
cocktails.
yes,
I
exactly.
imagined her just using them in life.
I haven't seen
cocktail.
those fake, like, multicolor ice cubes since like the early '90s. It was
They're
like
on
old,
Amazon.
It was like old people who had them.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Dang.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, Pam is wasted and second drink. So then Kelly gets the spicy curry award, which when she questions Michael, he basically says, "Look, not everything needs to be a joke, okay?"
Yeah, some
You
things- some things
truly are
just
spicy
truly-
curry.
It doesn't mean anything.
That's like
This
when we
one
go
is
to-
literal.
It's like you've been to Malaysia Kitchen yet? That's the best business lunch we do.
Oh, baby.
Have you been?
No.
Oh, I
Oh.
thought you were.
No.
I've never even heard of that.
To
What is
where?
that?
We go to Malaysia Kitchen over across
Wait.
the street from where we work.
Are you talking about Himalayan kitchen?
What did I say?
Malaysian?
It's one of those places, you know. Andy knows what I'm talking about.
Oh my god.
I truly did not.
Oh my
Malaysia, Himalayan.
Zoo-
It's one of them.
Zoolander's gonna assassinate the Prime Minister of
Just
Micronesia.
naming any culture you can think of. But Himalayan, yes, I love that place.
Himalaya, Micronesia, Malaysia, it's all the same.
One of those things, you know,
Have
over
you ever
there.
been to that Mexican?
All those countries have kitchens.
All
It's
those
one of those.
countries, you know, they got spicy
spicy
food.
curry
Hey, okay, so Himalayan kitchen
Yes,
is delicious.
is great.
It's great.
quite good. It
I
is
actually
quite
haven't
good.
been in a long time. We need to go soon.
It is quite
It's
good.
very good.
Spicy curry.
Spicy curry.
There you go. So then we see Michael. He's taking a little bit of a break. He's a showman. You can see that
He sweats a lot.
he's pouring the performance out of his veins. He's just
Sometimes I look like that.
I was gonna say.
Sometimes I sweat a lot.
Oh baby. Well, he makes the comparison. He says it's so hot out there. He makes the comparison of him hosting the Dundies in Chili's in Scranton, Pennsylvania, to Bob Hope doing USO's tour for the troops in Saudi Arabia. Now
Same
I know
thing.
exactly what he felt like.
It's the same thing.
Exactly the same. So then we get a great rendition of Tiny Dundies, a cover of Tiny Dancer by Michael. You have a one tiny Dundee.
Oh, look at him. He can sing.
Now who's singing now? What you?
Got him.
Gotcha. And then so the jerks, then there's like these jerks at the bar.
Yeah, these guys are jerks.
Yeah, they should have been
Absolutely.
kicked out.
Yeah, they should have been.
Like, hey, sing another song. You suck, man.
We just came from your mom's house. Cool.
Okay, here's my deal. Here's my problem with this. I get that some people were not like super stoked about the Dundies. Okay.
Yeah.
And they're probably not super stoked about the fact that like they're having to pay. They brought their family and they're paying.
Sure.
And they thought it was all comped.
Mm.
But nobody comes to Michael's aid. Like
I noticed that.
Nobody stands up and
Yeah,
defends
that's
him.
true.
Yeah,
That's
come on.
mean.
Like nobody even says, "Hey guys, why don't you take it easy?" Or
Where's cool guy Jim in this situation?
Exactly.
That's where he needs to come out.
Yeah.
what about Dwight? Dwight should have been like, "Excuse me,
Yeah.
I'm a volunteer
Puff that
sheriff's
chest
deputy.
up.
Take it
That
easy
was
over
assault.
there." Yeah, exactly. Just everybody crumbles, and
But for
Michael's
real
left
too, and
there.
this is the thing. I think it's so stupid. One should have been kicked out of the
restaurant,
Chili's for
yeah.
that.
Oh, for sure.
Also, you go to Chili's for like a party bar atmosphere. You don't go and be like,
You do?
Who these people talk? Okay.
What kind of party life does
No, no,
Adam
no,
have
no,
where
no,
he's
not-
like,
okay,
I want a
okay.
good time. Let's go to chill.
No. But it's a bar restaurant, right?
Yeah.
So like,
Okay.
if people are like laughing and having fun, you're not like, "Ugh, I wanted to come to
Dang them.
Chili's for a quiet
Yeah, this is-
family dinner.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't
We
know.
were just
Actually,
looking to
we have
relax.
been to
and-
Chili's.
Yes.
Okay.
I would sure hope so.
That was a good story.
Trivia for you, everybody. We have been to Chili's before. Oh my gosh. Jeez Louise.
It just hit me. Wait a minute. I know what Chili's is. Honestly, we never really go, but we've been one time.
Yep.
Okay, there's a good story.
I've been more
for
than
ya.
once.
So yeah, no one stands up and defends him, but he keeps. He's basically kind of defeated. He's like, "Fine, we're just going to wrap it up. It's going to be done." So,
Yeah, I felt bad for him.
oh yes, in this
Yeah.
moment, you
Yeah.
see, you get a good look at defeated Michael. So he's like, we had another award, the Don't Go In There After Me for Kevin.
Yeah.
That one was awesome.
Now, here's the thing that I noticed about the trophy that he gave to Kevin for the Don't Go In There After Me. It's like
He's squatting.
Yeah, it's like a diver.
No,
I think it's like a
missed
diver
that.
Yeah, it's a swimmer coming off the
block.
Oh,
But it's
that
like a
is
dude
funny.
squatting down is what it is. Oh, it's
He
so
saw
good.
that and
so
he's
great.
like, Kevin.
Yeah.
That's the poop one.
So good. But Pam and Jim are like, no, we want Dundies.
Here's cool guy Jim.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Pam.
Yes.
Drunk Pam.
Yeah,
Drunk Pam is
awesome,
cool Pam.
Yep.
And so they kind of rile the crowd back up. They encourage Michael. So good move on them.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
it was a very cool moment.
It changed the atmosphere.
Yes. And so then he awards the fine work to Stanley. Where Stanley basically says, well, last year I got great work, so I don't know how to feel about this, but at least he didn't get the poop award like Kevin.
Yep.
And then it comes time
That
for
should be everybody's. Well, at least I didn't get Kevin's.
yeah. And Kevin's there with his wife too.
Well, is that his? Oh yeah.
Is it?
I think it is, right? He doesn't explicitly say this is my wife, but we know Kevin is married from later.
Married or
Okay,
engaged?
we're
Yes.
all married. Would you be embarrassed if that happened in front of your
No,
wife?
that's funny.
Nah, it's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, no, I think it's
so maybe
funny.
for him, he's like, yeah, it's cool. I stink up the
He's like,
bathroom."
she knows, trust me.
You know.
So then it comes time for Pam to get her Dundee. She's like, hey, I didn't get one. And we think that Michael is going to go down the road of longest engagement, but instead he takes the high road, which good on Michael.
Yeah, that's sweet.
He had to be coerced a little bit by Jim.
Yeah.
But he made the right choice, I think, and it was rad. She gets the whitest sneakers award. And so she goes down a list.
Award every woman wants.
Yeah, everybody wants that good white sneakers award.
Not.
And then Pam decides that she wants to say some thank yous.
Mm-hmm.
So she thanks her kids.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it without them. And then she wants to thank God. Because God gave her this Dundee. And she really feels God in this Chili's tonight.
I felt it. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I can't believe her though. She's a little drunk and she's super happy she didn't get longest engagement again.
Yeah.
You can see it. She's really
So
happy.
thank you, God.
Yes, absolutely. And then so to celebrate, she comes over and kisses Jim on the lips.
That happened.
No problem.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Wow.
Just right in the middle of everybody kisses Jim on the lips.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. You get a little tequila in any girl, and she's probably gonna
What
be
does
kissing
tequila
somebody.
do?
Makes your clothes come off. Makes the clothes come off. She had a few margaritas,
so she
and
did
she's
better.
kissing some boys.
She didn't do so bad.
Be careful, Pam.
Does anybody... Okay, when you watch the clip, I feel like Kevin definitely saw it.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody else reacts. It's like nobody else saw it.
It's like, oh,
Maybe.
finally. They've probably been doing this for a long time, is what everybody's
Now it's
thinking.
just public.
There you go. So Jim and Pam are talking about how awesome of a night it was. Pam is obviously incredibly drunk, and then she falls off her stool,
One time. Never mind.
which sends Dwight...
I know somebody who did that. There's the end of that story. I know somebody who did that. They're sitting around this table, and I'm just not going to tell you who.
Oh, Adam Jones. What
It's
happened?
not. It's not me.
Maybe
Great
some.
sto- it's a great
maybe
story,
a
though.
story for Richard. Poor Richard.
That's a good story
Yeah,
for
for
Patreon.
Patreon, we'll tell you
Yeah,
guys.
there you go.
about,
We'll tell you that.
That is a great story for
Lambert.
Patreon. Take it easy, dude. As if it wasn't obvious. So she falls off her stool because she is so intoxicated. And Dwight comes running to the rescue. He's a trained sheriff's deputy. Okay. Then for some reason, he thinks she's having a seizure or something like that. So he's coming to the
does.
rescue. But then for some reason, he just starts like taking his clothes off. Like, why is he taking his shirt off?
He doesn't
happens.
unbutton his top collar button, so it's like stuck on his head. He's getting very frustrated.
What does anybody know why? Was it
It's
like
that you're supposed to, if they're having a seizure, put something soft under
A
their
cushion
head. So
for
they
her
bang their
head.
head.
Because nobody had a throw pillow.
You know what? That's right. I think he says that.
Yeah,
I
he
missed that
asks
part.
for
She's having a
throw pillow.
seizure. That's what she says.
So he's
Yeah.
gonna take off his dress shirt in the middle of
I
Chili's.
mean, there's a true gentleman for you. Ladies, find yourself a Dwight.
I'll take their shirt
Said
off.
no one ever. Oh my gosh. So then it cuts over to a server, and he basically explains that they have a pretty strict, like, we will not overserve alcohol, but that Pam was sneaking drinks off of other people's table,
Sneaky Pam.
and Pam is now permanently banned.
For going for those second
He doesn't say banned from this Chili's. He doesn't say banned from this restaurant.
From the franchise.
He says banned from this chain of
He's got
restaurants.
all the power, all the Chili's
Which
power.
they can't do that, right?
Do you think
I don't
he
know.
he
Is there
said that
some
they
network?
scanned? he said they scanned her ID.
That's
Sure.
true.
Did he go to like their employee portal and like upload, and it's like doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, like flying
And
out
then
over the
up pops
mainframe?
the shiny
How would
shoe
you know?
of
How
Pam.
many of those people would be on that wall of shame? A lot of people.
Creed.
Let's
I
figure it out.
guarantee.
Creed
Let's
would be
one
on
of
the wall
us
of
do
shame.
that. I know. Creed would be on there twice. One says Creed and the next says Creed with a mustache.
Yeah, with some other name or alias. Yeah.
Dang, so banned from all Chili's. That's crazy. So the night is wrapping up. Everybody's leaving. Michael compliments Dwight on his DJing. Initially, Dwight thinks he's getting
Made
complimented for
Dwight's
taking care
day.
of Pam, but he's like, oh, no, the DJing.
You did well.
Which I think is a good boost of confidence
Yeah, for
after the fiasco that was shooting the Abraham Lincoln Diversity Tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe he's found his calling. He could be a DJ. Pam confesses.
I'd show up to that party.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Pam confesses that she's the one who did the graffiti in the bathroom about Michael, and then
And then I liked her even more.
yeah, she's a rebel, a rebellious.
I have a confession about the graffiti in our bathroom.
Really?
You did him.
Never mind. We
Okay.
can move on.
Oh please.
What? Okay.
No, that's the joke, Adam. That's the
Oh.
joke.
Yeah, that's the joke.
I don't get it. Apparently, I don't get it.
It wasn't only you, so don't worry about it. So then Angela pulls up because she's going to give Pam a ride home. And now here's the thing. Pam looks at Jim and she says, "Can I ask you a question?" And she's serious. Like there's dead serious in her eyes.
Yeah.
Then she looks at the camera, realizes she's being filmed,
Yep.
hesitates, and then says, "I just want to say thank you."
What do you think she was going to ask?
That's my question
Did I kiss you?
what was the question? What do you think Pam
Go,
was going to
Adam.
ask Jim?
That's a good question.
Do you think it was like, "Hey, how about that kiss?"
Can we do it again?
No.
Oh, maybe that was the question. Can we kiss again?
Do you think it was, "Hey, can you sneak me into another chili sometime?"
Can you do that?
I don't know. What do you think, man?
I don't know. I almost wonder if in Drunk Pam's mind she was thinking, what if I asked him to take me home instead of Angela?
Oh.
Dang.
Maybe.
You know what
Okay.
happens when that happens, you know?
Tequila makes your clothes come off.
Tequila.
Ride home,
the
maybe get some
margarita.
coffee, ...
Dot.
Yeah,
Dot.
maybe. Or she was
Dot.
going to say, "Do you think Roy's the right guy for me?"
Oh, so that, okay, I could see that too.
Okay.
One of those two.
I guess we'll never know
Or
unless they talk about it
the
in an
next
upcoming episode.
graffiti prank. Will you join that with me?
Here's what we'll do. We'll throw it to Instagram. We'll throw it to
Okay.
social media. We want.
Yeah.
What do you guys think the question is?
Yeah.
Look for a post of Pam and Jim looking at each other, and on that post, we want to know, what do you think Pam was going to ask Jim? What was the question?
Is there something in my teeth?
Yeah, that was probably
Not
it.
that.
If I had a dime
Not
for every, if I had a dime for every time I got a teeth check or a nose check question.
Oh yeah, that's my life
yeah.
every day.
So then, so basically, the episode wraps up with Pam getting in the car driving away. Jim stands tall. You can see there's a little bit of a smirk on his face, and he spent his night smooching on an engaged woman. Go, Jim!
Oh, yeah.
Ow, ow.
So there you go. That is season 2, episode 1, The Dundies. Now, usually this is the time in the show when we would head over and talk about the prank that Jim pulled, which maybe the prank is that he kissed Roy's fiance and he doesn't know about it.
On you, Roy.
But since there was no prank this time, let's just take a look at the leaderboard. Just give a little bit of an update. Okay, so in 4th place, season 1, episode 3, Jim sabotages healthcare, 8 Shroot Bucks. In 3rd place, Dwight buys a purse with 13.5 Shroot Bucks. 2nd place, Dwight stapler in Jello from
always on
episode
Dwight.
1,
Classic.
16 Shroot Bucks, and with a commanding lead, 21 Shroot Bucks, season 1, episode 4.
Is the Dwight in the box?
Very nice. Thank you for doing that. Beautiful.
And we got that.
That's right. And now we have that mascot. Oh, she's strutting. She pulled it off and she's strutting. All right. She's going to throw her back out. Adam, save us from
Okay,
ourselves.
we're old. We're
All
not
right.
that old.
We're heading over
not
to
as old as you.
Reddit.
Yes.
The DunderMifflin.
Please tell me you
Community
read
there.
the username before you chose the picture.
I didn't this time,
Oh.
but now I can read beforehand. You look at the picture and think it's so bad. It's extremely funny.
It's
and
great.
It's crazy how good of a job this person did.
That
Yes.
is
Check out the show
funny.
notes to
Yep.
see what we're talking about. There is a link there where you can see this post on the subreddit.
And we are going to go to an office trivia bar crawl.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
Coming up in May.
We've got a fun team.
But this user, Lauren Okur, I'm going to say that's right.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. She posted, my city had an office trivia bar crawl this weekend, and I went as Meredith on Casual Friday, which Casual Friday is a great episode. You might have to come back and see this if you are watching this for the first time, season 5, episode 26. But it's Meredith in this dress that's... How do you describe that?
It's like a it's like a tube top,
t-shirt.
like a tube top dress, right?
Yeah, it's like a
Strapless.
It's like a junior shirt.
And she did this user did a great job. She has this dress on, and it's a part where like Meredith is like trying to mess with her clothing, and it's too low, too short, all these things, and then her boob pops out of her
So
dress.
when trying to pull it down to cover her butt, she pulls it down just far enough to unleash her boobies.
One of the ladies.
And but the funny thing about this post is that this user did a great job creating the blur.
Yeah, it's like
pixelated blur, and it's in her costume. It looks so...
It's great.
Real. This is a great costume.
Yeah, it's so awesome.
It's so funny that you, Adam Jones, chose this, a blurred out boob.
Because it's really well done.
It's a pro.
She says in the comments even below that people came up to her at the trivia thing, and people were saying, like, for a split second in their mind, they were thinking, oh, it's blurred because her boobs actually hang out. And they're like, that doesn't happen in real life. So it's like part of the costume. It's super creative.
Yeah.
It's a really, really, really great one.
It's so great. It's so great. So she's going to get Reddit Silver and a Dundie. Now we can say that when we give them a Dundie, people know what we're talking about.
Now they do, yeah.
It's beautiful. There you go.
The great thing is when you give silver on Reddit, it says, you gave them silver, and that's it. And I'm like, that's what a Dundie is. There's not much use for it.
That's
so
it.
User Lauren Okur is going to get a Dundie for blurriest boob.
There we go. Yeah.
Way to go.
There you go. So yeah, go let her know that she won a Dundie. And like Adam was saying, we also are going to be a part of the Office Trivia Bar Crawl that's coming up in Salt Lake City. It's on Saturday, May 4th. From 4 p.m. to midnight.
Hey, if you live in Utah and you listen to the show, can you show up there and meet us to shake our hand?
Yeah, that would be
hug?
awesome.
We're going to be
Or
doing...
get a team together and go against us.
Yes, so we're going to be doing some live recording at the event. We've put together a 6-person team. One of the team members, good friend Caleb Polk, is actually going to sit in on an episode coming up. He's going to be on The Fire.
Okay.
The Fire episode.
Ryan,
so
fire.
That's right. So he's going to be he's going to be part of our team, and that's going to be really
in
cool.
your pants.
Gosh. I just don't even know what to say to that. All right. So we come to that great, excellent part of the episode where we're done. So,
You're the listener's favorite part. We're done now.
so we want to say thank you so much for listening and supporting the show. Make sure that wherever you get your podcast that you subscribe, rate the show. If you leave us a 5-star, we will read it live on the air. Make sure you tell a friend about the show. It helps so much, and it's
All
such a
your friends.
And
not
who are our
just one.
patrons again? Let's thank them again. Who are
yes. So real quick, telling a friend about the show is like one of the easiest, smallest, most tangible, helpful things you can do.
Sure.
So do that. That's
You will
awesome.
get a slap on the butt from Rob Lambert.
Come to the bar crawl, and I will slap you on the butt. Perfect. I'm in so much trouble. And yes, and then make sure you check us out on Patreon at patreon.com/anofficepod. Just $3 a month gets you access to the after party at Poor Richard's.
That's very affordable. That's less than a latte.
That's right. That gets you access to the after party at Poor Richard's, which we'll be heading over to in just a couple of minutes, and you'll get access to that good video of Adam Jones doing a cartwheel on the roof of our building.
Yes.
And yes, once again, we want to say thank you so much to our 2 newest patrons, House Mouse and Miss South Pillmore, coming on and sponsoring the show. Thank you so much for that. Now, your homework for next week. As always, make sure you tell a friend about the show. And
all your friends.
be sure to watch Season 2, Episode 2, which is Sexual Harassment.
Yeah, good one.
Rob Lambert knows a little bit about that.
That is not true. What are you trying to do?
Slapping on the butt.
That's how rumors get started.
Okay, never mind. Actually, yes, I do know something like that. Anyways, Michael gets in a little bit of trouble for forwarding inappropriate emails. I mean, we've all been there, right? Am I right?
Oh, yeah. Emails.
So anyways, make sure you check out that episode. And until next time, I'm Rob.
I'm Andi.
I'm Adam.
That was so fast. What is she?
I go second.
Is she? I think she's trying to make up for the beginning of the
would.
episode where it took her like half an
she's
hour
like,
to say her
I'm gonna
name.
do it this time.
Holy cow!
I'm Andi.
And this was
Everybody in the conference room.
We're sorry. Have a good night, everybody.